Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for Kalkine Media. Welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm speaking with Andrew Wilson. Andrew is CEO of Senetas. Now, Senetas is a global leader in the development of cybersecurity, trusted to protect much of the world's most sensitive data. Here to tell us more is Andrew. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, how you going?
Good, thank you. Good to chat with you today. So, Andrew, can you tell us about some of the work that you're doing?
Yeah, so for 20 years, Senetas has been developing world-leading encryption technology solutions that we've sold to over 65 countries during that period of time, including defense government agencies in the United States, right through Europe and the Middle East and some parts of Asia. More recently, we invested in a company called Vitero, which is a specialist in malware prevention, malware attacks, similar to the ransomware attacks that we're seeing around the world at the moment.
Well, congratulations on your recent raise. How do you intend to use these funds?
Yeah, so the funds will primarily be used to grow the Vitero business, which last year doubled annual recurring revenue, doubled revenue, and is expected to double revenue and annual recurring revenue again this calendar year, because it's a calendar financial year end. And we expect continued growth after that, and we're very excited for the prospects. We're picking up lots of customers in the United States. 50% of our revenue is generated in the US via blue chip corporations that are using this technology to prevent malware attacks, ransomware attacks. So we're seeing strong growth in Asia, the US, and even interest out of Europe now, which is very pleasing. So we can put that capital to work to grow revenue in that investment.
And how important is it for business to invest in cybersecurity? What are the risks of not doing so?
Well, the risks, aside from business disruption, there are also risks associated with directors and liabilities if they're not seen to be taking appropriate steps to ensure the company is protected from cyber attacks. Are the two key risks, and further on, potential theft of intellectual property, the trade secrets an organisation may use for competitive advantage. So, investing in cybersecurity technologies in a thoughtful way, effective risk management processes, and mitigation strategies for against cyber attacks is critical in becoming more.
And how has your business changed post-COVID with more home workers using at-home devices, for instance?
Well, it hasn't really affected our encryption business. I will say, however, that the electronic chip shortage has impacted our encryption business because we develop hardware encryption devices, so it's a little bit difficult on that side of the business at the moment. But as a result of the migration to home working, we have seen an increase in interest in Vitero's technology, which is very pleasing, with the sort of network edge, the compute edge being pushed out to the home, and therefore potentially more vulnerabilities being exposed with workers working from home.
And what future security risks could you see emerge as time goes on?
Potentially, obviously, the threat of quantum computing is on our doorstep. Once a quantum computer is sufficient power, it may render the existing encryption algorithms that we use in our daily life ineffective. On our encryption side of the business, we have an encryption, post-quantum encryption toolkit, which will ensure our customers are safe. So I see that as a significant future threat for everybody in daily lives. But also, I think cyber attacks are becoming more sophisticated, and that trend is set to continue.
And of course, cyber attacks are universal and international. Now, how are you guys looking to go internationally, particularly looking at the North American market?
Yeah, so, I'd say 50% of our total revenues are currently generated out of the United States. We've first signed contracts with US defense agencies for our encryption technologies back in 2003, and we've built up enterprise and government customers in that market. So that's a key market. Over the past couple of years, as a result of our investment in Vitero, we've been building up a CEO, a CFO, and a management team for Vitero in that particular market. So we're focusing on growing Vitero's revenue in that market, and we're on track to do that. I mean, we are a global business. 90% of our revenues here at Senetas are generated offshore. The remainder generated in Australia. So we are a global company, and it's a great Australian story that I'm pleased to be telling.
Absolutely. And on that note, what is in the pipeline for the remainder of 2022?
Revenue growth, that's what we're all after at the moment, revenue growth. No more acquisitions at this point are on the map, so we're focused on making sure that we can grow revenue in Vatiro and grow revenue in Senetas.
Excellent. Well, it's been great to chat with you today, Andrew. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was Senetas CEO Andrew Wilson. And if you missed any part of that chat, you can catch the full interview on our YouTube channel, Kalkine Media. So make sure to subscribe. I'm Rachel, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.